Hi students, welcome to the biology class. In the last class, we learned how do the gases and water molecules exchange through the cell membrane, isn't it? So today, first we can discuss about three interesting terms: hypertonic, hypotonic and isotonic solution. Which are they? Hypertonic, hypotonic and isotonic solutions. These solutions are based on the concentration of water molecules and the concentration of solute molecules. We can study one by one. First one is hypertonic solution. When a cell placed in one medium, if that medium have less water concentration than that of the cell, that solution is known as hypertonic solution. When a cell placed in one medium, you know the cell have the cell membrane, cytoplasm and also the cell nucleus. If a cell placed in one medium, if this medium have less water concentration, less water molecules than that of the cell, this solution is known as hypertonic solution. Clear? If the cell surround medium have less water concentration than that of the cell, that solution is known as hypertonic solution. So what will happen if a cell placed in hypertonic solution for some time? We have already studied. Water always moves from high concentrated area to low concentrated area. So here water molecules move from cell to outside. You know that in between one cell membrane, inner cellular content and outside one medium. So inside the cell have high water concentration, and outside the medium have less water concentration. So water moves from high concentrated area to low concentrated area. Understood that? And the movement of water molecules out of the cell is known as exosmosis. It is known as exosmosis. Here also osmosis process occurs, but the movement of water molecules from cell to outside, exit of water molecules occurs. So that osmosis is known as exosmosis. Now we can see what will happen if a cell placed in hypertonic solution for some time. What will happen? The water move out of the cell and as a result cell shrinks. Cell churikku. Understood? If you are placing one mango piece in salt water, after some times you can see that the size of the mango piece gets reduced. What is the reason? The water present in the mango piece removed or moved outward. So there also which process occurs? Exosmosis occurs. And as a result, cell shrinks. Clear? So what is meant by hypertonic solution? If the medium surrounds the cell have less water concentration than that of the cell, such solution is known as hypertonic solution. When a cell placed in hypertonic solution, exosmosis occurs. That is the movement of water molecules from cell to outside occurs, and as a result, cell shrinks. Hope all of you understood. We can move on to the next solution. Which one? Hypotonic. hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution. Here also, if the cell placed in one medium, this medium have more water concentration than the other cell. Mediums around the cell have more water molecules or high water concentration than that of the cell. This solution is known as hypotonic solution. So in this case, what will happen if a cell placed in hypotonic solution? From where to where movement of water molecules occurs? From surrounding medium to cell. Because the medium have more water concentration. Water moves from high concentrated area to low concentrated area. So more amount of water molecules move into the cell. And as a result, the cell bulge out. Cell virtual. Isn't it? So if you are keeping raisins, like after soaking raisins, you can see that the size of the raisin gets increased. Unakamandiri vellathil kudukkarille nammal. Appo unakamandiri first the dried grapes or raisins. If you are soaked in the pure water, after sometimes you can see that it bulge out. So that is the movement of water molecules from water to raisin. Here, water molecules move into the cell. Entry of water molecules into the cell. So this osmosis is known as endosmosis. This is known as endosmosis. So if you are keeping one cell inside hypotonic solution, more amount of water move into the cell and as a result, cell bulge out. Clear? So in the case of the salt solution, sugar solution, etc. are example for hypertonic solution. Hypertonic. We are adding salt or sugar into water. So water changes into hypertonic solution. But pure water or distilled water is an example for hypotonic solution. In pure water, distilled water, the concentration of water molecule is maximum. So pure water or distilled water are example for hypotonic solution. Clear? The next one is isotonic solution. Isotonic solution. When a cell placed in one medium, if this medium has same water concentration than that of the cell, it is known as isotonic solution. The solution surrounds the cell have same water concentration like that of the cell. It is known as, this solution is known as isotonic solution. And first time the water molecules move on either side. After sometimes the water does not move in any directions. So nothing will happen to cell if you are keeping one cell in isotonic solution. There is no entry of water molecules or no exit of water molecules. So these three solutions are based on the concentration of water molecules or solute molecules. Here in this diagram you can see that RBC placed in three solutions. In the first case, the cell size increase, isn't it? So that solution is hypotonic solution. In the second case, the cell shrinks. So the second solution is the hypertonic solution. And third cases, there is no change. So that is the isotonic solution. So in the case of plant cell, you know that outer to the cell membrane. Outer to the cell membrane, there is an additional wall, that is cell wall. And this cell wall is very rigid in nature. This cell wall is very rigid and it is made up of which component? Cellulose component. So, if a plant cell placed in hypertonic solution, what will happen if a plant cell placed in hypertonic solution? Outer, less water concentration, and inside the cell have high water concentration. Normally, water move outward. Exosmosis occurs. But here, the cell wall remains as such because it is very rigid in nature. And the shrinkage of cell content away from cell wall occurs. The shrinkage of cell content away from cell wall. That means the cell wall as such it remains and the inner cell membrane and cytoplasm content gets shrinked. So when a plant cell placed in hypertonic solution, the shrinkage of cell content away from cell wall occurs. And this phenomenon is known as plasmolysis. This phenomenon is known as plasmolysis. So what is meant by plasmolysis? The shrinkage of cell content away from cell wall. That process is known as plasmolysis. This process occurs only in plant cell. Okay, due to the presence of this rigid cell wall, when a plant cell placed in hypotonic solution, what will happen? The water molecules move into the cell and as a result, cell bulge out. But here, the rigid cell wall is present. When the cell bulge out, this cell wall creates one equal pressure against this cell. And as a result, this plant cell never bursts out. So due to the presence of rigid cell wall, plants are able to withstand any adverse climatic conditions. You know that animals have different adaptations to escape from their external environmental conditions. When there is severe hot, the animals are able to move from that area to any suitable places. We are also using umbrella to protect from rain, bright sunlight, etc. But plants need to withstand in their own place. So in order to withstand any adverse climatic condition, this cell wall helps for the plants. Okay, so that is the advantage of having cell wall in plant cell. Clear? So the cell wall is made up of a rigid substance, cellulose. And this, due to the presence of cellulose, the plasmolysis occurs and also this cell never bursts out. Clear? Then what is the chemical nature of cell membrane? Cell membrane when you observe the cell through electron microscope, it is clear that the cell membrane is made up of two organic molecules, lipids and proteins. two layers of lipid molecules, and in between there are some proteins. That is the chemical nature of cell membrane. And also it is which nature? Flexible in nature. It is flexible in nature. So due to the flexibility of cell membrane, the unicellular organisms like amoeba can engulf any food molecules into their body, and that process is known as endocytosis. You know that amoeba is a unicellular organism. It has a typical cell structure. So externally one cell membrane, cytoplasm, and also the cellular nucleus. And cell membrane is flexible in nature. Amoeba do not have definite shape. That is due to the presence of this flexible cell membrane. It can stretch out its body to any size, any position, etc. So they do not have the definite shape. So due to the flexibility nature of this cell membrane, amoeba can absorb food molecules from their surroundings, and that process is known as endocytosis. So endocytosis is the process of engulfing food molecules or absorbing food molecules from its external environment through its flexible cell membrane. Okay, clear? So we have discussed three types of solution: hypertonic, hypotonic, and isotonic solution, and also studied the plasmolysis process and endocytosis.